Hi, this is Dr. George Hillman. What I'm going to do for just a couple of moments is to show you how to edit your syllabus within the Simple Syllabus website itself. Now, I have made another video showing you how to edit your syllabus within Canvas, and I want to stress that the easiest way to do this is in Canvas. And so if you are not familiar with that, I would encourage you to watch the other video. You go to your Canvas course, you will go to the left-hand side navigation menu. You will find Simple Syllabus. You will click there and your syllabus will pop up, and then you can edit directly within Canvas. And it actually saves you a couple steps. But some of you maybe want to come here to the website. The website is dts.simplesyllabus.com. And when you go there, you're going to see what is called the library. And this is every syllabus that we have at Dallas Theological Seminary. So you can search based on your department. So I'm going to go to Education Ministries and Leadership. And you can search based on a particular semester. You can even click on historic and look at all past syllabi. And if it is a syllabus that has been posted in the last 2 years in Simple Syllabus, you will find that syllabus here. But for our purposes, what you are going to do is you're going to click on the Home button. Again, you have to be logged in first. If you do not see your name up here in the upper right-hand corner, you will click on the person icon and you will log yourself in with your Dallas Seminary credentials. And then once you do, you will go to the home page here. And this is the to-do list. And so these are going to be the syllabi that you need to complete. So if it's in the to-do list, it means it has not been done. Once it's completed, it goes over here. So I know I have got a course in summer 2026 that is the Biblical and Theological Foundations of Leadership. That is a Doctor of Education course. I've got Group Process. That is a Doctor of Educational Ministry course in spring. But then I've got a course this fall that I just got assigned to, and that is Teaching Process. So I will click on Edit, and it will populate. And what it does is that it takes information from the last time I taught this course, and it ports it in to this new syllabus. And you will see information that is here. If you are co-teaching this class, your co-teacher will show up here. If there's information you need to change on your information, you click the little pencil icon. You can put a picture, and we would strongly recommend you using your Dallas Seminary ID thumbnail to there, but you can put any information you have, office hours, those types of things. If you make any changes here, make sure to hit save, and it will make those changes. Your course description, this comes straight out of the catalog. This also comes straight from the registrar's office, so you cannot edit that. The course objectives, these again are ported over. If there's a course objective that you need to edit or change, you hit the pencil icon, you make the edits. You can show, you can hide various different course objectives. You'll see over here on the side, you'll see instructions if you need further guidance on what we're looking for those various different sections. But there's your course objectives, your required textbooks. I explained this in the other video. You can enter the textbook information straight into the syllabus. What is really nice about this is that you can actually port in information from the web. So that thumbnail I did not do. It goes out, it searches the web, and it puts the thumbnail in for you. So again, you can make sure to always click save anytime you change anything in an individual window. I say this in the other video. I will say this here as well. The recommended readings and the supplemental reading, you'll see where it says see Canvas files. We would strongly recommend you not putting this here in this syllabus and instead making a separate document of any other additional bibliography information that's not a required textbook. You can post that in the files in Canvas. Then you'll have reading assignments. You will type your reading assignments in here. You will have written assignments. Again, this is for teaching process, so this is a very oral presentation type of class, so there are no written assignments here. I mentioned this in the other video. You can make individual sections visible or invisible. So if you're not using a section, you can turn it off and make it invisible. Private versus public. Public means that on that library site, dts.simplesyllabus.com. Prospective students who are trying to figure out what the workload is for a class, they will be able to see that. If you have a compelling reason to make something private in a general section of the syllabus, you can make that private. But communication, written assignments, media assignments, quizzes, exams, you type in all that information. If you're not using any of those sections, you just toggle between visible and invisible. The weight for your course, you will type that information in. If you are teaching a Bible exposition class or a systematic theology class that has MA counseling students that are taking the course for 2 credit hours, this is where you'll put the information about the requirements for the 2 credit hour students. If you have anything for extra credit, then you're going to see several statements. These are statements that we post in all of the syllabi in the master template. The electronic etiquette, this comes straight from the student handbook. Your policy for late assignments, you will type that there. The absences policy that comes straight from the student handbook. The academic integrity section, that also comes from the student handbook. Faculty accessibility, students with disability, emergency text alerts, and the grading scale. You don't need to worry about any of those things. We take care of that on the back end, and it automatically loads within Simple Syllabus, and that goes into every single syllabus across the board. I mentioned as well that with due dates, you will notice with the due dates that there is nothing here because that is actually done within Canvas. As you are building out your assignments within Canvas, then it will automatically populate here. If you are a heavy Canvas user, that is a blessing. So you just have to edit one time. You edit in Canvas, and overnight, if you change anything in Canvas, overnight it will port over and change here in the syllabus, which is a really nice function. If you are not a heavy Canvas user, I would probably turn that section off with the due dates and then worry about due dates when the class begins. You could have a separate sheet with that. But we are trying to make this simple, thus the name Simple Syllabus, and we do not want you to stress on the due dates here within your syllabus. If anything you want to do with a course outline, you can put that here. But again, if you do not want to put that in this and you want to have that as a separate document, you can just make that invisible. If you have any questions, and once again, hit submit when you have finished your syllabus. If you have any questions about how to edit your syllabus within Simple Syllabus, let me know. But once again, as I said, I would just strongly recommend you editing directly within Canvas. Find the Simple Syllabus link on the left-hand navigation menu, and you should be good to go.